some of you guys may know that I am a counselor. I do stuff with mental health, and May is actually Mental Health Month. If you didn't know that, I'd encourage you to go do some research on it. But Mental Health Month is talking about the fact that there's a lot of mental health issues out there. And I am a counselor that works with mental health, works with substance abuse, works with people that are in the criminal justice system. And so I do a lot of stuff out there. So let me say a couple different things, two different things about this real quick on the vlog. And I talked about this topic a lot in the past, but specifically with anxiety and depression. There's so much more with mental health than just that. It can be about relationships, it can be about schizophrenia, it can be about your memory loss, pain management with substance abuse, and how all that affects everything that's going on for you. Whatever it is, I encourage you to go get help. And there's a lot of different services out there, whether you have the best insurance out there, or if you do not have any insurance out there, you have services available for you. Community mental health for those that are struggling as far as financially. Your company's insurance policy probably has something built within the process. Even your own company probably is willing to pay for some kind of counseling for you, whether it's marital or individual counseling, because they want to keep you on and they want to keep you at your peak to be able to do what you can. So investigate that, but it's worth the ability to do something like that. On top of that, I will make a radical statement that for me, there's two different types of counseling. There's pastoral counseling, which is not mental health counseling, and then there's mental health counseling. Pastoral counseling is talking about spiritual issues and how they integrate to your life. And so how does the Word of God and God's Spirit and God's command talk about your life for yourself? And then there's mental health counseling that talks about depression, anxiety, all the mental health stuff for you. Now, is there a lot of overlay with that? Absolutely. Mental health people speak into spirituality, spiritual people with pastors speak into a lot of mental health stuff, but there is a big difference in there, and I want to just be very clear about that. So, mental health process, I highly encourage you. I would love for you guys to break the stigma of mental health counseling is bad, it means I'm broken. If you had a broken leg, you wouldn't just say, you know what, it's fine, I'll just deal with the pain for now. You would go to the doctor and get it fixed. Same thing with any kind of mental health issues. I highly encourage you, if you ever have any questions and you don't want to talk about it publicly, please just shoot me a private message. I want to be able to help if there's anything I can do. I don't do counseling over the internet, I don't do it over the phone, but maybe I can direct you in the right place for that process. So highly encourage you to do that. So another thing I want to tell you guys about Mental Health Month is I encourage you guys to talk to someone if you know someone that is struggling with suicide. I know that there's a lot of people I talk to that this is something that they really struggle with. You'll notice I got a haircut. My son's playing over here in the park, and we actually just had a retirement party. One of my wife's good friends from school is retiring at the end of the week, next week, and she's going to enter retirement. She got a car, a lot of fun stuff. So, but specifically, just talking about suicidal ideation and just the what if. So what would happen if I wasn't here anymore? Not that they're thinking about doing anything, not that they want to make an attempt, but even if they're having those thoughts, I encourage you just to listen to them and then maybe help them get some resources for themselves. So I figured I'd end this blog with one last clip. So over here is actually where we just moved as far as the facilities for my business, not my business, but the company I'm working with. And while we're here, we're doing a lot of different counseling. I can't take you inside. There's a whole lot of HIPAA violations if I were to do something like that, so I'm going to leave it outside. But I am getting ready for work. But one last thing I wanted to add to this whole mental health stuff that a lot of times gets glanced over is the idea of sleep, the idea of exercise, the idea of the spiritual well-being of everything that's going on for you. So there's the mental health, there's the emotional stuff, there's the whole cognitive piece of making sure you're doing everything for yourself with that. But then sleep absolutely plays a factor into things, that your physical health of eating right and exercising, doing those things. If you guys have seen those commercials for Snickers of If you're angry, just eat a Snickers bar. That's absolutely true. If sometimes people are just exhausted, they need a nap. Just go take a nap, come back, and do what you need to do. A lot of times people are not getting the sleep, they're not getting the diet that they need, they are not exercising, they're not taking care of themselves, which is then impacting their mental health as well. So there's a lot that goes into this conversation about how to do things well. I really have to get to work, but I wanted to just share that with you guys. So keep taking care of your guys' self. If you have any questions, I probably can't do counseling over the phone or over the internet with you guys, but I can help you go to a place for yourself. So hit me up if you guys have any questions. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about counseling in general. Are you opposed to it? Do you like it yourself? Have you been? What are your thoughts? What are your experiences? So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.